all fueled up and ready to get to it this morning. So we didn't get any more rain last night. I'm gonna call it good on burning. Just kind of let that stuff, I may go over there and stack it up and let those finish burning down, and then finish working on this section right here. I'm gonna try to get everything from maybe this treetop down stumped and put in piles. That way it can be pushed down there and stacked onto the fire next time the weather is nice to burn. So that's what I'm going to focus on this morning, and then when I come back after lunch, probably go down there and start working in that pond bottom where the pond's going to go, and start getting that section cleared and grubbed out. I'm going to restack this pile with all these little stumps. I want to knock some of the dirt off of them and just finish letting them burn, I guess. It should get the burning so hot that it doesn't really smoke a whole lot. Just trying to get rid of this pile and be done with it. I'll have some more to put on this one once I clear all that, because everything up there is probably going to come to right here. But the next one, I'm going to definitely go ahead, since it's a little more out in the open, go ahead and get it all cleaned up and everything burn up. So just grab every stump and bring it outside of the fire pile and drop it a time or two, knock some dirt off of it. Throw it back in the pile. Don't do nothing to it, just let it sit. It'll be raging in about a few minutes. Normally once you dig through there and get a couple stumps that are all charcoal, once they get some air to them, they'll start back up. Just be patient. So far I've used less than 1 gallon of diesel fuel on both of these fires, so I feel pretty good about that from a cost standpoint. See, like that stump right there, there's not a lot of dirt on it, it's still smoldering. Just kind of put that right there and it'll go back into flames. Don't worry. Did burn up rather well. It's always a pile of ashes and stumps like normal. Just how it works out. You just go through here and rake it out, repile everything, and it'll all eventually disappear. slow and tedious picking through all this stuff, but got to get rid of it. Raking through this side and then probably move over there and grab that stuff, and we should have a pretty decent fire by then. I got majority of the stumps pulled out of here and kind of raked the ashes out some. The rest of that stuff should start burning up now, and it's starting to get hot again and should catch back on fire and burn up. I'm gonna go down here and restack this other pile and then start clearing some more. First balloon of the day. Yeah, I got a lot more to do. So there's a couple big pine trees down here in this bottom that the skidder was having a hard time getting to. Take the excavator and pluck them out for him, because it does me no good to have them cut them down and not be able to get them out. So these are some pretty decent trees. I'm gonna make him a path to skid them out. Be able to grab this stuff and not have to drag it. There's some big stumps in here that are pretty hard to get over top of with a skidder. That are just all crisscrossed, and pretty much they're going to get left if I don't go out there and clean them up. The big stumps. these out and kind of make a couple more piles for them to grab. Just a few more stumps up here on this edge. I got a little sidetracked this morning. I ended up going down there after I pushed that last pile up and fished some logs out for the loggers so they could get to it. And I came back up here, and I don't think I've taken the first video, but I've got the majority of this area stumped. And just kind of put some stuff on the fire, just kind of letting them burn a little bit. The smoke was going straight up in the air this morning, so I was putting stuff on there. Now it's the wind's starting to pick up, so probably just let that die down. Like I said, I still got all this to burn, so it won't be the last fire by no means. Getting some of these bigger poplar stumps up. Just using the bucket. They were coming up relatively easy, but now they probably won't since I said something. Just all this little stuff. Instead of swapping back and forth from the stumper to this, I've just been popping them up with the bucket. Although I could probably use the stumper on this one. Got it. These bigger trees would be in here. Might have been those that were just really big and then tapered up pretty quickly to a smaller tree. Another stump. We got it now. balloon number 2, balloon number 3 for today. I'm on a roll. Alright, so I got this area stumped right here. I'm just gonna let this be. I'm not gonna pile anything else on the fire. They've kind of died down some. I'm gonna run down there and grab my stumper and go down here into the pond bottom and start cleaning some of that up and get, well, I might go behind that pile right there. I think everything's out of the way right there. There's still a few logs over there. I'll figure it out when I get down there. Start working on that down there and make another brush pile. So I'm down here where they finished cutting everything the other day. And I've pretty much got to do everything from there all the way to the tree line, all the way across, up to that pile, over to that tree line, to right through here. Yeah, it's a lot left to do, but all that's done. Alright, so what I'm going to do is probably go somewhere right in there and clear out a spot and start building another burn pile. I've got an open area right here, everything's stumped. I'm gonna put the bucket back on and grab these stumps, pile everything up, and then go all the way around the pile, grab all the brush that I can reach and stack it onto this and expose all the stumps, so then I can run back around there and dig all those up. But I'm definitely down here in this pond bottom where the stumps are a little bigger. Give them a little bit more of a fight, but I'm winning. Try something a little different this time. Make a big pile of stumps in the center and then cover it in brush and see if maybe that'll kind of help them cook a little bit better. Last time I piled the stumps in it and around it and it just kind of burned all the brush out. So maybe this time with it being in the center, I've had mixed results. Sometimes I've had it just where the ashes get in here and just smother all this out. None of it burns, but since I got all these big stumps here, I'm gonna pile them up, and at least they'll be in the pile of coals as it burns down. Let's see what happens. I can get, pile it on here. If it's a small stump like that, I'll go ahead and dig it up as well, just because it's easier to drive through here when there's as few stumps as possible. Much left of those first two piles. It's pretty much burnt all the way out. Just a little bit of smoke left. What we got going on here? Got a tree with a fork in it. Break that up a little better. laugh about me working in my socks, but when you sit in this thing for 10 hours a day, you tend to get a little comfortable. And I've literally been in this thing since I got back from lunch at 1 o'clock, and it's 3:45 and I've yet to step out of it. Just get in the groove of getting it done. There's a lot to get done out here. Dry out. Probably the next piles I'll burn will be the other 3 right here. At least those 2. The far one, I've got a lot more stuff to add to it, so we shall see. Gotta wait for the weather to rain again. Out here in the open, if it did rain, I could probably burn for a little while right here just because it's so far out in the open, but the ones up there by the tree lines, gotta be a little more cautious up there. Still pretty dry. We got an inch of rain, but it's already nice and dusty again. Literally the next day. So. All right, keep cleaning some more. I'm gonna call it a day today. I got my, what was this? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th pile started down here in this bottom. So what I did this morning was I stacked the fires up and got most of that stuff burned up, and then came back and finished that corner off up there. And then I went down here and drug out all the logs that they couldn't get with the skidder. I thought they were going to work today, but they didn't. So I got everything where they can drag that out, and then stumped this area and got another pile started. I'll come back in the morning and get everything from those logs all right through here and all the way to right here, and get all that stuff cleaned up and put on this pile. And then I may start working on going around over there and just get whatever I can get stumped up. Well, that's a wrap for today.